We're about to find out what it takes to become the ultimate cowboy. It's gonna be big.
You got to ride.
Oh, yeah.
It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that people don't get.
It's gonna take true grit. He got it.
For me, I have no quit. I have the desire to win, and I won't quit until I make it to the top.
12 cowboys from across the U.S.
I got 5 generations of Florida Cracker Cowboy running through the veins in these arms.
You ain't got to be big shot talking all the time.
I like to have a good time.
A man call himself a cowboy and ain't got no manners.
Different backgrounds, traditions, and unique skills.
It's how you break on the ride right here, cowboy.
Men and women given the chance to win their American dream.
I think I'm one of the top cowboys in America, and I'm out here to prove it.
Their own herd, $50,000 worth of cattle, along with the buckle and the title of the ultimate cowboy. I'm looking for the one with the most passion, strongest drive.
My whole life, the only thing I've ever wanted to do is keep my family ranch together.
You're gonna have to prove to me why you deserve to win this competition. Get that ambulance over here. It's about something real.
All right, get ready. Here he comes. Close the gates. Close the gates.
Hard work, determination, and chasing something a lot of people have given up on. It's the American dream.
Cowboys are generally honest, hardworking people, and I think we need a lot more of that in America and the world today.
Cowboys that don't pull their weight will be sent home. You're done here. Get your personals and hit the trail. Appreciate it. Who will win the ultimate cowboy showdown? Today's move-in day. All of our cowboys are moving into the barn where they'll be staying during this competition.
My name is Jared Lee. I was born and raised in Live Oak, Florida, 5th generation Florida Cracker Cowboy. My daddy packed me with him as I packed my children with me. I've been a ranch manager for the last 6 years, managing one of the largest cattle operations in the country. I've had to fight off personally alligators, water moccasins, skeeters, horn flies, horse flies, deer flies. I can rope, I can ride. I got no back down, no quit. I'm the toughest and the best there is. Man, this place is beautiful. Big old barn. Old barn doors.
I'm Ethan Treadwell from Frederick, Oklahoma. I ranch in Oklahoma, Kansas, and Texas. I am the ranch owner, the boss man, head honcho, cow boss, whatever you want to call me. I'm the guy. What's up, man? Ethan Treadwell.
Good to meet you.
Southwest Oklahoma, where are you from?
I'm from Florida.
The land of plenty, huh? As a cow boss, I'm gonna be very judgmental. I'm gonna look at these contestants as they come in, and I'm gonna size them up right there. I'm gonna find the weak ones, I'm gonna take them out. The strong ones, I'm gonna find their weaknesses, and we'll take them out.
I'm Jay Storm. I'm from Hampshire, Texas. I'm a 4th generation cattle rancher. I'm super excited to be here. I'm ready to prove that a cowgirl can do just as much as the boys. Like, I'm not gonna be the first one to go home, I promise. My grandpa is 86 years old and he still works every single day. He's been my biggest inspiration in my family's operation. That's my biggest dream, is to keep it going. Like, I've been saving money for as long as I can remember. It would be amazing to win that prize. Like, that is more money than I make in a year, so it would be awesome.
God, we got a young lady here. Welcome, ma'am. And how do you do?
Jay Storm.
Ethan Treadwell.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, ma'am. I see you're from the great state to the south of me. Hey, we're gonna have a lady with us for the next few weeks. I'm thinking, yeah, heck yeah, it's gonna be a good time. And I was so concerned that I was gonna be sitting here in a freaking frat house with another bunch of 12 hairy, stinky, nasty guys. So how long is your journey up here?
It was about 10 hours.
Yeah.
When Jay Storm arrived and Ethan flooded over the top of her, I felt like she was ready to put a boot in his butt and send him back to the barn. He's not following the cowboy code of throwing respect to ladies. I mean, all up in her face, all up in her space.
Yeah, I employ like 5 people from Texas, and they
They're the
all
best
think that is the greatest place in the world. So, right?
That's right. Ethan comes off like he might get on my nerves before long just because he has such a strong personality.
So welcome to the establishment here.
My name's Quattro Houston. I'm from Devine, Texas. I'm what you call an everyday cowboy. I grew up on a working cattle ranch, and I also work at a feedlot. That being said, I'm a family man. I'm married to my wife, Megan. I have a daughter named Kelly who turns 3 in June, and those girls are the light of my life. I do everything for those girls. Winning the herd of cattle, it excites me like no other. It's something that we can hold on to. We can look back and say, do you remember when Dad won this competition and won all these cows and where we started out and where we are now?
Hello, sir.
How are you?
Ethan Treadwell.
Quattro Houston, nice to meet you.
No kidding.
Yes,
Man,
sir.
that's like a Texas
Quattro
name
Houston.
if I ever heard it right
That's
there.
where I'm from, deep down south. Yes,
Deep
sir.
down south.
I'm Zane Runyon. I'm 40 years old. A lot of people would consider me a modern-day cowboy because I don't get up in the morning and saddle a horse. I use four-wheelers, side-by-sides, paraplanes, whatever it takes to get the job done, and I get the job done. I'm here to win this thing. I'm at a crossroads in my life where the family ranch is being sold. I don't have a house to go back to. I don't have a ranch to go back to. But with this prize, I could start a ranch of my own.
What's up, sir?
Not much, man. How are y'all?
Welcome to the Hacienda.
Thank you. So I really can't wait to get in there and meet the other candidates.
Jason.
Jason? See where they're from, see what they're doing, what their operations are like. Zane Runyon.
Cody Brewer.
Ethan Treadwell.
Sir.
Good to meet you. You know, I think I'll make a lot of good friends, but at the end of the day, I have no problem meeting my new friends.
Woo! Doc
Holiday.
Yes.
Oh, Lord. Cody Brewer.
Nice to meet you, sir.
God almighty, old Doc Holliday's walking up here. Yeah, I was scared Daddy's gonna pull a gun. I had like make my day.
Good to meet you, Jared Lee. Jared?
I'm Hadley Hunting, and I've driven here from just outside of Ogden, Utah. I'm the type of cowboy that sends his work shirts and pants to the dry cleaner just so I feel like I can look my best.
Y'all want to move in, get something to drink?
Yeah.
I like your
Yeah.
It sounds great.
Coffee.
Look at this. They got my name on here and everything.
Oh, wow.
Look at there. I will be a monkey's uncle. Look at that. Who in here can actually cook?
I will grab corn fed.
I even bring my apron.
My name is Juan Carlos Villalpando. I am a 5th generation vaquero in the region of California, Baja California. And I'm a saddle maker, I'm a welder, and I'm a rancher.
I live in my family ranch for almost 4 years.
How long has your family been involved in that?
5th generation.
5 generations.
Yeah,
That's
in
awesome.
the border. And my family got the ranch in the 30s, so it's really important to keep as a part of the culture. And it's been really rough, just trying to find a way to keep it in the family, and that's the reason I'm here.
I've been to Chihuahua and Hermosillo, Sonora. I got invited for a Crooked Horns production.
Oh, Crooked Horns, Cuernos Chicos.
Yep, they paid for me to come down there and ride.
I'm Cody Brewer. I'm from a small town called Rickman, Tennessee, and I'm a professional bull rider. I'm a cowboy from Monday to Friday, and then I fly out and I'm a bull rider after that. So I'm a cowboy for 5 days and a bull rider for 2.
Nice ride, Cody Brewer.
I've had 2 facial reconstructive surgeries. My right eye socket's metal, my chin's metal, and I have metal braces on each of my jaws. I've broken my left leg in 2 places, shattered my right shoulder blade, and I've never set out over 30 days.
Wow, that's insane. Are you in pain?
I got a broken rib right now. I got stepped on last Friday. I just didn't tell anybody because I didn't want them freaking out.
Yeah, all right if I sit down?
Sure, I ain't sitting.
What was your name again?
Cole.
Cole, where are you from, Cole?
North Dakota.
When I left home, it was 31 degrees and snowing when I left on the way down here. So I mean, no dry heat, no wet heat. It was cold. Every single day, no matter what, we're fixing fence, we're making hay, we're out there pushing snow because we got 6 feet of it on the ground.
Yesterday it was about 65 and sunny. Today it's about 30 degrees and snowing.
It's just a different lifestyle up there.
Have we opened this door though?
No, I don't think anybody's gone in there.
Oh, looky here. Bunk beds.
No kidding.
We gotta find another door. I don't feel like we go in this room. I work at a feed yard where I take care of 80,000 head of cattle every single day of the year. Oh, look at there. This is nicer than my house. I'm punchy, I'm rough around the edges, and I do the same thing that any male can do.
Man. What's up, Ted? Pull a chair up, honey. Hey, you want to stay right here?
No.
I think this man was meant to be a bachelor. This man right here.
Hey, actually, I had one of my guys, he quit me. I was like, why are you quitting? He's like, honestly, this is a single man's operation. And that offended me. I was like, what's that mean?
The more that Ethan talks, the more that he shows that he's not a legitimate cowboy, because he's a pencil pusher. He's used to telling people what to do, and he won't get away with telling me what to do. To me, when I see a fake, it's a slap in the face.
Woo, pull up a chair.
Coming up on the Ultimate Cowboy Showdown. You're gonna have to prove to me why you deserve to win this competition. I'm looking for the one with the most passion,
Oh, come on up here.
grit, strongest drive.
Get it set up to come from this way!
All right, go ahead, go ahead.
It's a way of life. And later, two of you gonna be going home because I'm the boss on this deal. That's just how it is.
I've been listening to Trace Atkins since I was like knee-high to a grasshopper. Not only is this contest the coolest thing ever, you throw Trace Atkins into the equation, it's gonna be great.
Gentlemen, ladies,
Oh goodness, meeting Trace Adkins. Super fangirl status right here. I have idolized all his country music growing up, and seeing him in person is so surreal. And oh my goodness, he is so tall. He is such a large man in person, and it just made him even more intimidating.
welcome to the Ultimate Cowboy Showdown. This is why you're here. You've been chosen from across the United States because you all have different traditions, different styles, and you're excellent at what you do. But you're gonna have to prove to me why you deserve to win this competition. Now, I'm not just looking for the most talented cowboy, I'm looking for the one with the most passion, grit, strongest drive, because we all know being a cowboy is a lot more than just wrangling cattle. It's a way of life. It's about respect, dignity. It's about the American dream. Now, as we go along, some of you will be unsaddling and going home. And at the end of this competition, one of you will be taking home a herd of cattle worth $50,000.
This $50,000 worth of cattle would mean so much to me. I have wanted nothing more than to raise cattle on my own and do that full time as my career. And this would be a huge impact on my life. No more living paycheck to paycheck.
I'm also going to be calling on experts from across the country to help me make these final decisions. Right over here is Brett Dalrymple. He owns this ranch, and he's asking for you to earn your keep.
I've got a barn I'm building over there, so part of y'all's keep here. I want you to finish out my barn for me that I started. My son Dakota, he's around here somewhere. He'll be heading up that project, so he'll be giving you instructions on what to do and how to do it.
The last thing I expected today was that we'd have to build a barn. You know, I was thinking more as cow work, more horse work, but if that's what we gotta do, then I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna work hard and I'm gonna do it.
So tomorrow morning, you'll be saddling your horses and heading to your first challenge. So start building and earning your keep on this ranch, and I'll see you in the morning.
First thing we're gonna do is lay the baseboards. I've got 3 anchors laid out, so we're gonna take some of these 2x4s, anchor them down. Second thing we're gonna do, start at the top and work to the bottom.
Yes, sir. Long or short? Long. All right.
Yes, pardon me. Oh, thank you.
I'm Derek LaCosta. I'm from Toll House, California. I rode bulls professionally for 6 years, and then I made the transition into being one of Hollywood's leading Western stuntmen. Some of those Western stunts you might have seen in Magnificent Seven, The Lone Ranger, Django Unchained, and Cowboys and Aliens, 3:10 to Yuma.
All right, DC.
Hey.
Hey. Oh. What do you look like?
Dead on it, player. What's up, y'all? I'm Jason Davis. I'm from Washington, D.C., urban cowboy. But hey, I've been around horses my whole entire life. You know, my dad got me riding horses when I was 3 years old. My grandmother and my cousin down in North Carolina both have ranches where they raise black Angus cows. Everything that has to do with ranch life, I learned it from them. This ladder a little shaky. I ain't want to try to crawl up here with the board and me and the ladder go. I've competed professionally in rodeos. People like, where's this guy coming from? What is he, the comedy act? And then I get out there and they're like, yo, this guy can really ride. So it doesn't matter where you're from. You can be whatever you want to be out here. Look at me. I turned out to be a great cowboy.
I saw Tara using the saw. You can take one glance and see that they don't really are comfortable. I'm not saying that I would say that they've never ran a saw before, but not much. Just run it through nice and smooth. There you go. There you go. You want me to run the saw for a minute?
Sure, if you want to, go for it. He seems to think a woman is not capable of using power tools because he took the saw from me. I'm very familiar with the saw. That's why I picked to be like the saw operator, a skill saw. That's something I'm good with.
Oh, so that's not my 22, that's my 22. What's this line? That's an old line?
Well, it doesn't have to be just right as long as it busts upright, you know? Well, it's pretty exciting to get here and finally meet everyone and see how each one's personality and where they came from and how they've been ranching and cowboying. And it's like, we got a lot of different cultures right here, so it's really neat listening and learning to everyone and seeing how they do life.
I didn't choose this life chose me. Just a small town hand make his dreams come true.
Quattro irritates my soul. His mouth runs too much, and anybody that's always talking is probably doing less riding than they are talking.
Woo!
Yes! That's what we're talking about, cowboy.
It was that extension cord.
He probably pulled a groin. We're here to win. And you know, if you're not winning, you're losing. So we can't all be best friends.
You know what being a cowboy is get the job done no matter what it takes. It takes you 3 loops to catch that cow. It takes you 3 loops. Don't quit.
I'm curious what's in store for the whole competition. I have no clue if it's going to be roping tomorrow, if we're going to be building stuff. Whatever it is, throw it at me. I'll be ready for it come morning.
Coming up.
Y'all be sure to communicate. A little more pressure, Cody.
I know what I'm doing. You just worry about what you're doing. He just never shuts up. Yip, 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 yip.
Let me work the gate. You stand out
I'm good on this gate.
How quickly a good plan can fall apart. And later, if you lose, the onus is going to be on you. How y'all doing?
Good.
Good. Good morning.
Morning.
All right, as you can see, these pens here are empty. Out there in that field are your cows. 50 of them with blue tags. Together, they're worth somewhere around $50,000. First challenge is sorting them and rounding them up. They're mixed in with a bunch of other cattle. You're gonna cut the blue tags out, get them back in these pens. Now to do this, we've separated you into 2 teams. The 6 of you on my left, you're in the red team. 6 of you on my right, you're in the yellow team. Each team will have an hour. You can cut them out any way you choose in the open field, or you can use the portable corral. But the only cattle allowed through the gate to these pens are the blue tags. Now that rawhide portable corral will also be going home with the Ultimate Cowboy at the end of this competition.
These corrals are as handy as they come and as handy as they get. So that's awesome. That's just icing on the cake.
And to help me judge this challenge, we have 2 expert cattlemen. The owner of TS Cattle, Buddy Schnoffer, and then the former president of the Alabama Cattlemen's Association, Mr. Chuck Tice. If you're on the winning team, you'll be safe from elimination. If you're on the losing team, in our eyes, you'll be in jeopardy. Yellow team, you'll be rounding up your cattle first, so get in the saddle. All right, yellow team, you ready?
We're ready.
Yes, sir. 3, 2, 1. 1 hour.
You want me to set, you gonna set pin?
We want to go ahead and open this blue gate because that's where we're pinning them at, right?
Where we just came in is the only way to bring these cattle in. I stepped into the role at first as far as being the leader. I wanted to kind of get us a game plan on what we needed to do because I'm really good at reading cattle. Y'all be sure to communicate. Talk to each other. If you're in a bind, let somebody know. Our strategy for the yellow team is to gather the whole entire herd and push them toward the pen and then sort the blues off from the yellow and get the blues to migrated to the corrals. What we're gonna do is bring all the cattle. We're gonna get them over here as calm and as easy as we can.
Nice and easy.
Nice and easy.
Looks like to me, Quattro's kind of taking the lead on this thing.
Just scatter around. Go left, come on. You're good, Tara. Let's just get them up into a ball and let them sit for a second. A little more pressure, Cody.
I know what I'm doing. You just worry about what you're doing. Quattro, he wants to take command and order on everything. He just never shuts up. Yip, 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 yip.
So everybody just keep them tight. Keep them tight.
Go, go, go. Come on.
Looks like they've done a good job so far.
Good job, guys.
We're gonna let all the blue tags go back out in the pasture. Everything else stays.
Hey, do y'all want to stick them across so that way we have the safety? We can get 2 people on a gate?
They talked about that other pen. I don't know if they're gonna put the blue tags over or the yellow tags over.
I don't think they've quite figured out yet exactly what it is they want to do.
No, they haven't.
We're gonna bring you blue tags and they come out.
Hey, I can read an ear tag.
That's I understand now. This is communication
Yeah,
skill.
I got you. I'd say Quattro and myself are a little different because Quattro is really talkative and really loud, and I'm not.
Main thing is just don't get excited. You get excited and everything's excited.
Hey, fellas, let's have a timeout.
I want you 2 horseback, and as the cattle come out, y'all keep them balled up and wait for all the herd.
We need to be on horseback to push the blue tags where they need to go, to be honest.
Yeah.
But apparently my communication doesn't matter. Quattro is taking charge, and for some reason, he does not want to use the cowboy's biggest asset, which is your horse.
We got 1 blue tag coming. Here,
Let's
black
try not to send one at a time. We'll have cattle out everywhere.
You gotta come out of your gate. You can't stand in your gate.
Let me work the gate. You stand out
I'm
here with
good
it.
on this gate.
Send some
Crazy idea,
balloons.
but why do we have somebody on horseback run the gate and somebody on horseback move the cows?
1 blue tag, 1 blue tag, 1 blue tag. You're fine, don't worry about it.
They're getting them wadded up there. They're just gonna get ringier and ringier on them.
Yeah, grab this in case the blue comes, Cody.
All right.
It'll be easier to know that's gonna be too jacked up, Cody. Don't worry about that.
Let's try it real quick.
1 yellow. Ah! That's what I'm saying. The 2 gate. Just leave your gate closed, please. Just listen to me.
Quattro, don't try to make it look like I don't know what I'm doing to make yourself look good. That rubs me the wrong way.
It's okay. It's okay.
It is a total wreck right now. There are cows going everywhere, and I don't know if it's because I'm a female or what it is, but I'm over here like, guys, we need to be on horseback. I'm not getting on foot in a pen with cattle. I don't like getting ran over by cows. That's why God made a horse.
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Please let me try.
They're bringing that girl in here now.
She gonna
And
come
they
in
might handle a lot better with that horse. I
They
mean,
might.
most
Calm them down.
Are you my out man?
Yep.
You're my in man. In. That's why we use the horse. Hey, out, 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 out. 2. Hey, 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 hey. Hi, Babs, hi, Babs, hi.
Making progress now.
Yes, sir.
Tara's doing a great job sending their blue tags out and keeping the yellow tags they don't need in the other pen.
Girl, Penny.
There you go, Tara. Keep it going.
I kind of do this every day. Boys, sometimes you gotta let a woman work.
Up, 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 up. Let the yellow one peel back, and this is it, guys. We are done with the blue. Right there, right there, right there.
Let's go, Blue.
Big wide space.
Looks like they're gonna get them out right there.
There it is.
They've got them out.
All right, everybody get on your horse and let's go. Tara is getting us the yellows and the blues. Now it's time for us to leave the yellows in the pen and get out there to the blues and push the blues to the other pen where we finish the job. Y'all just let them be easy.
Good job.
We'll let them see the hole, be the hole, and
You
they'll
too.
go. As soon as they go through, last cowboy through, y'all get them double gates closed so nothing breaks back out in the pasture. All right, everybody kind of get up at a trot and ride up. Somebody grab me the other gate, please.
Yes, sir.
Everybody go that way.
Hey, here's another blue gate. Get it set up to come from this way.
All right, go ahead, go ahead. I'm gonna set the gates up. Y'all finish pushing the cattle.
Come on, buddy. man. Here, we're gonna have to raise our hand.
Throw your hand up, Vinny.
Woo!
Now time.
Time.
High five right here. Hey, thank you, everybody. You gotta work with what you got. You gotta work with what you got, man.
Coming up.
Jared, get over here a little closer to this corner.
Hey, I'm trying to work with you, but you gotta quit being boss man out here.
Hey, man,
I'm telling you, I've handled just as many cattle as you have.
He's having a hard time bowing down to my leadership.
Cole looks like he's way behind right there.
Top hand right there, costing the whole thing.
We're the red team. We've got me, Jared Lee, Cole, Jay Storm, Hadley, and Jason. So we're going to sort this herd of cattle up and get our blue tags out of there and take them back down to the pens. We can win this, I have a feeling. It's not going to be a problem. This is what we do every day.
All right, in 3, 2, 1, the clock starts now.
Let's go up there and spread those pens out. I think we can get them in there pretty easy. I am the ranch owner, so I'm taking control. I'm trying to take the lead on this deal because this is my jam, man. Come on, guys, go ahead and trot around the big circle.
I ain't trying to get fast on these yearlings, man.
Jared Lee, come over here, come over here.
I'm good, buddy, I promise.
Well, there's a big hole in between us.
I know there is. Slow down, cowboy. Slow down, fellas. Slow down. Slow down. Come on, guys. That's why you don't be going fast and in a hurry. We got a sweet, smooth, nice drift and drive going. And Ethan's up in the front trying to guide, but instead of guiding, he gets trying to pull on his horse. He's done let his adrenaline get over his thinking part. Slow down, everybody, slow down.
Now they're gonna have to settle them. Trying to get a little ringy, they just need to sit right there for a minute, in my opinion.
Nobody get too punchy out here. Everybody keep it slow.
They get them put too much pressure on them there.
We had the cattle right up to the pen instantly. I mean, one blew out, and of course with them yearlings, once one blows out, they all just scatter. And yeah, there's a few people on our team that are pretty upset that we should have slowed way down, but that's the name of the game.
There, y'all want to take them to the corner?
I say take them to them pins. I don't know if we'll ever hold them there.
You want to take them to the corner? Yeah, let's take them to the corner. Let's try it.
Instead of continuing with our game plan, which was to put them in them pins and get our sorting done, Ethan starts yelling out, let's take them to the corner. Once again, Ethan gets to trying to be too fast, too hard, too much cowboy, trying to be superstar.
All right, now everybody get in there, line up from this corner to that over there. We'll sort the yellow ones out, we'll hold the blue ones up. Jared, get over here a little closer to this corner.
Hey, I'm trying to work with you, but you gotta quit being boss man out here.
Hey,
I'm
man,
telling you, I've handled just as many cattle as you have.
I know you have. I know you have,
And
man.
that fast jerking, there's what caused him to run.
Jared Lee's giving me a little bit of pushback. He's having a hard time bowing down to my leadership.
There's old cowboy hero, top hand right there, costing the whole thing.
Cole looks like he's way behind right there. He's got a big old gap right there now. He needs to get on up there around the herd a little bit.
Push him back in, push him back in. Good job, good job, good job.
Cole turned his horse's butt to the cow again. That's a big no-no. I ain't never seen a horse's eyes on his butt yet. Looks like Jay Storm just made a nice cut there. It is working really, really well, really well. They've already got 9 yellow tags off of their cattle.
Hey, girls. Hey, girls.
They better regroup here and slow down. Looks like they got 2 or 3 blues coming out here.
Yeah, go back around. We're gonna have to pin them.
Got them kind of
away from them there.
Scattered everywhere.
How quickly a good plan can fall apart.
We got a little too tight on them, a little too fast. We needed to give them a little more room, and they broke past us. We kind of all lost our mind in the, we got to be fast. And you know, that never works.
Jason, right up here, a little closer to me, please.
I believe they got them looking at the hole now this time, boys. Get on in there and get your gates. Good job, boys, good job.
They weren't able to sort the cattle out in the pasture, but they were finally able to get them pinned. Now they have to get them sorted and fast because the clock's ticking.
Hey, I'd leave them on this side and strip them the other way.
You go the other way?
Oh, yes, leave them like this. I have a pin like this. I do it all the time, I promise.
Looks like Ethan just got kicked pretty good.
Better watch them pins.
They didn't put the jacks down on it. Looks like Jared Lee's gonna try to get it pushed back over.
Jason's just out there holding the horses.
Y'all bring me everything that's not blue. I'll cut off what's blue and leave it in here.
Atta girl. Hear that girl think? She just told him.
Hey, I got this, Kate. I got this. I feel like I took the lead a little bit. I mean, there's definitely louder voices than me, but like I know I'm pretty experienced with this. I know how to do it the right way.
Yeah, they're gonna let the yellow cattle go. They're gonna try to hold their blues. That's plumb different. The other strategy was they let the blues out. This team is letting the yellows out.
I told you I can work. I might not talk, but I can work.
Jason just standing there holding horses. He's got to drop them horses. He's not being any help.
30 minutes. 30 minutes.
Hey, yellow, come on.
Sorting the cattle is going way smoother for them than it did for the other team. They're making up some good time.
Look, everybody mount up. Let's open these gates.
Looks like they're going to work for them right here, guys. Kept them separate. They got them moved.
Each other, double set of gates. Plug it around. Yep. Everybody in here, Turn up. All right, reverse roll. In here. Good?
Time, right there.
Good job.
Great work, team. Great work. Yeah! I really don't know who won, but I know we did a good time. I know we probably about 40, 45 minutes maybe. So we just had to stand by and see if our 40 minutes was great enough to get it done.
All right, red team, yellow team, good cowboying. You got your cows sorted, and they are your cows. Throughout the rest of this competition, you're gonna have to tend those cows. You're gonna have to feed them, keep them healthy, but at the end, only one of you is gonna take them home. All right, so I got a lot to discuss with our two expert judges, Buddy and Chuck. There will be an elimination tonight. Two of you from the losing team will be going home. I'll see you in the arena at sundown.
Man, I'm just worried that we may not have got it done fast enough. If I go home tonight, I'm gonna be devastated.
Man, what about them sending two home instead of one?
No kidding, I was shocked
That was
about
kind of
that, man. It's gonna be 2 out of 6. The losing team,
Loses
so
a third.
6 people and 2 are going home. That's gonna be sketchy. Going into tonight, I'm very nervous. We don't know who won. And I'm sure as well as my other Cowboys, are gonna be shaking in our boots wondering who is the judge gonna pick to go. Not just one, but 2 of us.
Coming up, 2 of you gonna be going home. Nervous?
I just took it upon myself to get a strategy going for my team.
I really wanted to smack him half the time.
I think Jared missed the cattle on the first shot going to the pen.
Why'd you do that?
I'm pretty nervous about tonight. 2 people going home, that's a lot. I mean, I really hope it's not from our team. I've been pretty nervous this whole time. Like, this isn't really it's way out of my comfort zone.
You know, your heart kind of falls down in your stomach. You're like, man, I drove all the way out here to do this. I may be going home.
I'm definitely excited to see people go. It's time to separate the men from the boys, and there's definitely a few boys in the crowd.
There are 12 Cowboys here, 2 of them will be sent home. And the judges, I'm taking their advice, but in the end, it's up to me.
Trace Atkins rides in. Seems to be a really nice guy, but he's pretty intimidating. I can't stress that enough.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How are y'all?
Good.
Nervous?
Yes.
I enjoyed myself today watching y'all cowboy. Had a good time. I didn't have any pressure. I'm sure y'all didn't feel exactly the same way, but let's get to business. We started out this morning with the yellow team first. So, Quattro, I noticed that at the very beginning you kind of got out there in a leadership kind of role.
Everybody just keep them tight, keep them tight. A little more pressure, Cody. Cattle come out, y'all keep them balled up and wait for all the herd. Let me work the gate. You stand out here
I'm
with
good
it.
on this gate.
Is that something that y'all talked about, or did you just take that on yourself and just do it?
I just took it upon myself to get a strategy going for my team and started it off.
Why'd you do that?
I'm a social person, and I don't mind being a leader.
If you lose, the onus is going to be on you. Everybody's going to look at you.
Yes, sir. You're exactly right.
As long as you know that going in. How do some of you other guys feel about Quattro stepping out there and taking the leadership role?
I really wanted to smack him half the time, to be honest with you, but we had a job to do, so I kept my mouth shut and tried to stay focused.
Quattro, what you think about what Cody had to say?
I did take charge. Nobody else really said anything. There was a little bit of tension. I feel like it was because of the cattle. They were kind of waspy, you know. We'd get them going one way, then they'd blow back, and I felt like that was our tension for the group.
All right, well, let's talk to the red team. Ethan.
Yes, sir.
You decided you were going to be the leader. Was that something y'all talked about?
No, sir, we didn't have much time to talk about it. You know, I employ several guys, and that's just kind of the position I took.
Y'all's strategy was to get them in the little smaller pen and then cut them out in the chute, which was different from what the yellow team did. Let me just ask you, Quattro, how do you think your team did?
I think we did really good once we got the rhythm going.
You have any idea what your time was?
No, sir. If I was going to put a time on it, I'd say 40 to 45 minutes right there.
Ethan, how you think you did?
Our time probably wasn't as good as it should have been, but if we could have hit them on the first shot, man, we would have had that deal. I mean, we worked fantastic together. It all went well. We got it done.
I don't disagree with anything you said, but you were a little slower. They came in at 41 minutes. Red team came in at 46. So yellow team, you're safe. Go sit on the fence.
It was great to know that we won. That elimination round, it was intense. I was really shaking in my boots until we got the go that we were the winning team and got to sit on that fence, and that took a whole lot of weight off my shoulders.
All right, red team, 6 of you left. 2 of you gonna be going home. Before our 2 experts, Buddy and Chuck, left today, I asked them if there was one standout that you thought was an all-star today, who would that be? And they both said without hesitation that it was Jay Storm. So Jay Storm, you go over there and sit on the fence.
Jay Storm, she gets the job done. She's impressive. I mean, not many girls can go out there on a horse and handle cattle by themselves like she does, and she has a lot of horsemanship, whether she wants to admit it or not.
That was like a huge relief, but still like sitting on the fence and watching them, that was really hard. Like, you know, I didn't really think any of them deserved to go home.
So now there's 5 of us left. 2 of you gonna be going home. Ethan, I'm gonna say the same thing to you that I said to Quattro a while ago. You know the burden that comes when you put yourself out there, you know? So you still feel pretty confident about everything? So now there's 5 of us left. 2 of you going home. Ethan, I'm gonna say the same thing to you that I said to Quattro a while ago. You know the burden that comes when you put yourself out there, you know? So you still feel pretty confident about everything?
I think you step up in a leadership role like you live your life. You do what you do. We just got a bad set of cattle, but we're cowboys, and when we were asked to do a job, we did the job.
Yeah. I want to ask you this, Ethan. If you had to pick somebody that you might say didn't do as good as you would have wanted them to, who would it be?
I think Jared missed the cattle on the first shot going to the pen. We missed them on the first shot.
The cattle blew through on the other side.
Well, they blew by you, but that's all that matters. They blew by the corner. And who's sitting on the corner?
You flushed them cattle out of there because you got impatient trying to take roll and trying to be in the spotlight. That's what happened out there. There was 5 people on a team and a 1-man team up there. And that's what happened. I'm just the only one that'll speak up and say it.
I'm just gonna tell you what I observed once y'all got those cows in the pen. Ethan, there's some good cowboying, go sit on the fence. All right, so now there are 4 of you out here, 2 of you going home. Cole, Buddy, and Chuck kind of noticed when you were trying to work the cows that your horse kept getting kind of turned around on you. You work cows with that horse a lot? Or?
I do. I mean, it's a different environment down here. The ground's different. He's never seen this red dirt before, and honestly, he's a skittish horse when it comes to dirt mounds and stuff like that.
Jason, why didn't you tie them horses off?
My horse, I've never tied him around cows with a pin like that. And I didn't want him to pull away, break the reins, and then, you know, he been gone, I'd have been without a horse.
What'd you think about that, Jerry?
I think there was more than enough that was needed handling them cattle in the pen. Jason, me and him, when the panels got lifted, we went over to get them panels down. I mean, there's only so much you can do outside the pens to help.
Y'all did some really good cowboying, but you did take too much time, and that's just how it is. So I guess we've come to this point. Like I said, this is hard for me to do, but Cole and Jason, appreciate it. This is the end of the trail for y'all. I'm afraid you're done. Collect your personals.
I thought Cole was pretty handy, and I think he got sent home just a little too early. To be honest with you, there's a dang sure a few more here that could be home before Cole.
Cole and Jason, we lost them, which I ultimately feel like Jared, he's the reason why Jason and Cole are gone. You make a mistake, own up to it, and he made mistakes.
Losing this first round sucks. Losing this chance of having this herd of cows financially would have helped me out phenomenally, but it ain't gonna slow me down. I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I got a beautiful wife and kid waiting for me at home, and this was a bonus in life. And you know what? I didn't get it. It ain't gonna slow me down.
Getting eliminated early sucks. Losing out on the herd, that sucks also. But guess what? These men and these women are 100% born and bred cowboys, cowgirls of America. I tip my hat to all of them. Let the best man or woman win.
All right, that was a good first day. I'm just gonna say, this may not always be 100% fair because I'm the boss on this deal, and if I don't like you, you ain't gonna stay around long enough to soften up a chew of tobacco. But get yourself some rest tonight. Congratulations on all of you making it through the first day. I'll see you in the morning, cowboys.
Here we go. Jump, jump.
So 2 guys went home last night. There's 10 of us left. We're not real sure what we're doing today, but I got my horse Spat here. I'm here to try to do what I can do. We'll see how it works out.
Tie it farther down. I think we might either be calf roping, team roping, or steer stopping. I think we're gonna have some fun.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
In your first Cattleman's Challenge, you competed as teams, so today I thought I'd give you a chance to compete individually and show us what you're really made of. We call this an Immunity Buckle Challenge. Today, it's gonna be all about your calf roping skills. Now, the winner of this challenge gets the Immunity Buckle and is safe from the next elimination. This is the Montana Silversmith Immunity Buckle. Pretty nice, actually.
If you win, you get that belt buckle and you're safe. I would love to be safe, but pretty dang nervous, not gonna lie.
Now, all cowboys need to know how to rope a calf, and we're gonna see who can do it the fastest and the safest. For this challenge, I've invited a very special guest judge. Please welcome the legendary Fred Whitfield. This man is a pro rodeo Hall of Fame calf roper with 7 World Tie-Down Roping Championships to his name.
Fred Whitfield, one of the greatest calf ropers of all times, walks in. Talk about going from intimidated to flat scared to rope a calf in front of somebody.
Fred's gonna tell you a little bit about what we're gonna do.
The event is called tie-down calf roping. Okay, we're gonna give the calf a 10-foot head start.
Catch as catch can. Go down there, tie 3 legs. They're fresh, and so they're gonna walk out. Well, good luck in the competition today, guys.
All right, let's saddle up, start roping. Thank you, Fred.
Yes, sir.
Everybody's in trouble today. This is my MO. I spend a lot of time in the roping pen, so it's go time.
Just days before coming into this competition, my horse that I had prepared to come and compete, true ranch horse, got crippled on me. I had to borrow a horse that with no ranching experience, never been roped off of. It really's got me nervous because I don't have a horse that knows to help me. And so if he don't mind me perfect, if I don't cue him perfect, then I'm not gonna win.
Get up here, let's get your stirrups right first.
They're wanting us to calf rope. Never done it before. Roped in the pasture plenty of times, but never out of the box. I don't tie off ever, so this is something different for me for sure. But Cody offered to help me, and he offered his horse first thing. I mean, I didn't even have to ask.
You got a rope on? I want you to have your reins about right there, though. I don't know, I just kind of like Jay Storm. She's a lady. She's always smiling. She's nice to look at. But I was not about to let anyone else here throw a leg across my horse.
All right, Jay Storm, you're up.
So Jay Storm ropes cattle every day on the ranch, but this is her first time in a roping pen with somebody holding a stopwatch.
Calf kind of trotted out. She's in hot pursuit. Up, little back swing in her rope.
My first swing, I dropped it on accident. Like, I guess there's a little too much nerves, a little heavier rope than what I'm used to.
Right up. Right up.
Oh.
She missed. No time.
When I miss, especially something like that, that was the first time I've done that, and I was so close to getting it. It's just eating me alive not to be able to try again.
Sorry, Jay Storm. Did he feel all right?
Yeah, no, he was good.
This is Quattro.
Go ahead.
Go, Quattro! Go get him.
He got him.
He got him.
So I caught it first catch. I was super stoked. I still had to finish my run. I ran down the line. I threw the calf.
There you go. Good boy, Quattro.
So I just set the bar high. I don't think any of the other cowboys are gonna catch me.
You had a good day yesterday, and you starting out good today. All right, Cody. Oh, there you missed him.
Oh, I'm extremely disappointed in myself. I was set up to win that deal, and it didn't work out in my favor.
There he is.
Got him on the drive.
This is Jared Lee.
Missed.
Juan Carlos.
I almost got it, but I mean, I missed. So let's see how it goes next.
All right, this is Derek.
And he missed. No time.
Derek, he has no skills. Well, I'd give him 50% horsemanship because I haven't saw him fall off. 15% on the rope. I think he's kind of a poser.
This is Ethan, isn't it?
From day one, Ethan came in here, he's been real loud and vulgar, using the Lord's name in vain.
If we would just know what gate we're gonna run through and wave our hand, we would have beat them.
I mean, we got ladies around. Man, I don't like that stuff going in my ears. I ain't gonna hear no more of that mouth. Y'all need to respect these women around here.
I agree with you there.
I just want you to understand this. I will wear Ethan out if it happens again, in front of everybody. And I asked him not once, but I know twice. I said, please stop using that language in front of me.
This calf's gonna be pretty good once he gets him caught.
Missed him.
No time. Woo!
All right, this is Tara.
Stop the time.
I got my loop swinging. We're getting ready. I send it out there. There goes the calf off into the distance. That's all she wrote, boys and girls.
Hadley's fixing to show us a new way to do this, ladies and gentlemen. He's not tied off, but his rope's about 60 foot long.
All the other cowboys are using a short rope, but Hadley's using a long rope. He's gonna dally, which means tying it to his saddle horn after he ropes the calf.
Oh, Hadley's from Utah. All right, here we go.
Good start. He's on.
He's got him.
Hadley is cowboying up. He's gonna dally, and he's gonna stop this calf.
I really thought, man, you're gonna get whipped by this calf. To me, it was a soggy enough old cow. He ain't huge, but neither am I.
Ellie's just about to flank this yearling. She is down.
Skill, yeah! He dallied with the long one, and then he held his cool, and he tied the calf up like a champ. And I'm proud to call guys like that my friend.
1 rep, 2 rep.
All right, there you go.
Hopefully I gained a little respect because everybody else tied hard and fast, and they were like, they knew what I was gonna do in theory, but they didn't know if it was gonna work. Don't tell them, but I wasn't 100% sure either.
Zane.
So it's been 15 years since I've roped a calf in the arena. I actually did it on this horse the last time. He was only 3 when I did it. Man, he drug a knot.
Oh, yeah.
There we go, cowboy. He got up, flanked again.
Here comes the string.
String.
Plenty of time, plenty of time.
1, 2. Half hit. Good run. Thanks. May have strained a few muscles getting off, but it worked out great. I mean, I couldn't ask for more.
Well, we had 3 that completed it.
Yes, sir. All in all, it was a decent day.
Thanks, Rick.
Yes, sir.
I brought Fred out here to show y'all off, and you embarrassed me. What happened? Nobody.
Trace had every right to be disappointed in us. You know, only 3 guys out of 10 caught. That's kind of ridiculous at this level.
Well, we only had 3 made time. You know who you were, but Quattro, 52 seconds, Hadley, 51. Y'all were within a second of each other. Of course, then we had Zane at 23. Zane, this is yours.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You wear that and you're safe from the next elimination.
Thank you.
All right. Rest of you, I'll see you tomorrow. Try to do better.
Trace is upset. We let him down. We got to be more serious about this, and we need to step up to the plate.
Coming up on the Ultimate Cowboy Showdown.
You ain't got to be big shot talking all the time.
Please shut up.
And later, the 2 of you going home.
I'm nervous. I'm scared.
How do you think that y'all did?
So, how'd you feel when Trace told us he was disappointed in us?
I don't really blame him. I mean, only 3 of us caught.
My first time doing it, I felt like I was pretty close. I felt like if I had another chance to do it or another try, I could have got it done.
There's so much more to being a cowboy than just roping a calf.
Exactly.
I mean, it's a handy skill to have. You're gonna have to do it to doctor in some cases, but there's a lot of other ways to skin a cat. Do you work with any other females?
One, she just started working with us like about 2 years ago. She boosted my confidence a lot and made me realize that, you know, that I was just as good as the boys. I didn't have to feel like I had to constantly prove myself.
There's so many little girls out there that were just like me growing up. You know, this life is not an easy way of life, but I gained so much confidence, and I just want other little girls to realize that they can do the same thing.
So much of this life is like, or ranch rodeo and cowboying in general, it's just mental. Like, if you can believe you can do it, if you believe you're as good as them or that you can get it done just as good as them, then you can.
Jay Storm so far is reminding me of a really good friend back home. So she's kind of already near and dear to me just because she resembles my friend so much. I feel like her and I are gonna spend a lot of time here together.
Being fast is not always the fastest.
Except today, when it was a timed event.
I caught the calf, but at the end of the day, I think the reason why I didn't go home with it because, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even know what immunity meant. How am I gonna win something if I don't know what it means?
Well, I thought immunity was like being safe from like STDs and stuff like that. Oh, man, I don't know what I just did. It's good stuff.
I just ain't used to all that language, man. I mean, don't you got 2 daughters?
I do, but they cuss like a sailor. I ain't teaching my girls to be freaking ladies. I'm teaching my girls how to greet life and accept it and not get pushed over.
I'm gonna ask you nicely one more time. Please back off that language in front of these ladies.
Woo, boy, I tell you what. I'm Ethan Treadwell, and I say things I probably shouldn't say, but it's one of those things where it is what it is.
I asked you nicely. I'll be laughing when I ask.
Dude, it ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Nah, I don't like it, man.
Well, it's
That's
okay.
my God you're talking about.
It's my God, too.
You don't got this in front of everybody. You ain't got to be big shot talking all the time. I asked you nicely.
I'm just a happy guy. The sun's
Well, be
shining,
happy
man.
without all the vulgar language. Ain't nobody around here likes to hear it. I'm just the only one that says something. I ain't gonna allow him to talk to God like that. I got 5 children at home and a wife. I got grandparents, a daddy that raised me right. To me, nobody uses the Lord's name in vain. Not in front of me, not around me. It's not acceptable.
I didn't do a thing to stir your pot, man.
Yeah, you did. It's
I
that
just
mouth,
walked
it's
in the
that
bar,
language.
in
But
the
as soon as
bar,
you
and I'm
stepped
like,
in here, dude.
Hey, man, what's up?
I mean, a man put himself and call himself a cowboy and ain't got no manners?
I'm not a cowboy, I guess.
No, sir, you sure ain't.
Yeah, it's a terrible deal. Terrible situation. Dude, it's okay, man. Just sit down and just enjoy it. Just smile. Be happy to be here.
I am happy to be here. I've asked you nicely.
Dude, the only thing I turned down is my collar, man. So you just shut up.
Just chill out. Just chill out.
Break him up.
Come on, man.
Jared Lee. And man, he's mad at me since yesterday. So he's been building this up. The sun's still up. I ain't never been to fight in daylight. God almighty.
Look at me, please, sir. Why don't we go sit down somewhere, buddy?
Dude!
Jared, will you walk with me, please? Because
Just
right
chill
now,
out.
this is not somewhere we need to
And
be.
you, and,
No, I'd rather go
Tara,
to
Tara, you
I know
Tara,
you like it.
do me a favor. You're a woman. Step out of the way.
Can hold her own.
Just step out of the way.
I'm
I understand that, but just...
Exactly. He won't hit him if I'm in the way. I'm rough and tough, and I can hang with the guys, even though I'm a girl. Even though I look pretty nice on the outside some days, I can hang in there just as tight with all the guys.
If y'all got to fight that bad,
No,
then
man,
y'all can
I
both
asked
leave.
nicely. Every one of y'all heard me. I said, please.
I understand
said, could
that.
you please stop with the
I
language?
understand that, but did you see anybody else tell him to quit talking? He can do what he wants because it's a free country.
Dude.
I ain't gonna tell a man how to talk, but if you got y'all got that bad of a problem with it, y'all go across the river, but that's y'all's own deal.
Let's go somewhere where ain't nobody can pull us apart. Let's go get stretched out.
I don't want that.
If it had been up to me, we should have been able to finish what was started. We should have been able to, whenever we got done, we could have dusted each other off and shook hands afterwards. But I wanted to get my point across. There's some respect that man needs to be taught. I'll be the man to teach him it. Brother, just because you inherited something in your life don't mean you're a big shot.
I ain't inherited a thing. I ain't inherited I ain't inherited a thing.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Everything I ever.
You just attacked a man who lost his dad.
I've worked for what we have. My father passed away in 2011. He come from nothing and made something. He didn't have anything. He didn't leave anything. All he left, he had farms and cattle. And I've taken that from there, and I have grown it dramatically.
Thanks, baby. Ethan, I didn't mean that about your daddy. I'm sorry.
Man, you tell me I didn't earn what I got.
Everything else I said, I meant.
You say that, I'm cool about everything. But people that say I inherited what I got need to know it's something different, dude. I lost my cool a while ago. I mean, I kept it all legit, all cool. But at that moment in time, y'all saw me. I threw my cup of coffee at him, and it was on.
What I said is, I apologize, man. I didn't mean to say that about your daddy or nothing like that, and I was wrong for saying that.
Apologize. Handshake, everything's good. I can roll everything on my shoulders, man. It's cool.
I'm sorry.
It's
I
all
didn't mean
okay.
that about your daddy.
But
man.
I ain't never heard a thing, man. So me and Jared Lee don't like each other. But I hugged him after our fight that we had, shook his hand, because I don't hold grudges. We gotta love each other, dude.
I didn't mean that his daddy died. I wasn't trying to pick on him or nothing like that, dude. No disrespect, man. And I'm sorry I said that, because I didn't mean it in that way. What I meant by when I said he inherited it is he acts like a spoiled child. And I don't take that back. He is spoiled. It'll happen again, that mouth keeps continuing.
Coming up, I'm hoping to see your speed on horseback, strength to haul hay, smarts to fix a flat tire, determination to catch a calf, and then pick that calf up and run with it. Let's go. Hey there.
How are you?
Good to see you. How are y'all?
Good.
I have no idea what we're in for today. You know, I'm super nervous, a little excited, and I hope it's a good challenge for me.
All right, in this Cattleman's Challenge, I'm hoping to see some of the skills that are needed at any ranch. Your speed on horseback, strength to haul hay, smarts to fix a flat tire, determination to catch a calf, and then you're gonna have to pick that calf up and run with it, all right? Zane, you've earned immunity from elimination, but I still want you to participate in this challenge.
I don't have anything to lose on this competition, but I'm here to help out my team in any way I can.
All right, I've separated you into 2 teams. On my left, 5 of you on the yellow team. On my right, you're on the red team. Now, each member of your team is gonna have to do one of these tasks. This is a relay race, okay? Each cowboy has to finish their task before you hand the baton to the next cowboy. Now, time will be called when the last person on your team puts your calf in the trailer and locks it shut. Helping me keep an eye on you today and keep up with your time and everything is a Texas cowboy. His name's Cash Lockhead. 2 of you from the losing team will go home. Yellow team, you're going first. Let's go.
I think Quattro and I are the most athletic guys, so.
Really excited. My team is awesome. We got Hadley, Quattro, Ethan, Derek, and myself. We have a lot of strong personalities, but we also have good teamwork out of all these people.
I think I'm the biggest guy, so that they're kind
I
of...
got one suggestion. Y'all tell me if you can fit it. If you can't, hear me out. I think, Tara, you're gonna fit perfect with saddling your horse and going through the gates.
Yeah.
As far as handing it off to me, I'd like to work the hay. Derek, I think you'd be good on working the tire.
You want to work the hay?
I want to work the hay because you're going to be the muscle. Those calves were a little bit bigger than what we think.
What?
I think you need to be the man to work the calf.
No, I can carry that calf, no problem.
If y'all want to switch, that's perfect.
I can do the hay.
I flanked many calves after tying them from the post. Just with the ear and the flank right there. Really comfortable with this. Really, really, really comfortable with this. I can handle that calf.
You know, Derek wanted to do the calf because he said he does that stuff. But granted, he's smaller than the calves, but if somebody's confident and feels like they can do it, I mean, it's hard to argue with them because it is. I mean, I don't know his skills.
So, are you wanting to do the calf?
I do the calf all day.
Okay, then I'm gonna take the tire. I can handle the tire. And Hadley, I really think you need to be the roper.
Hey, man, I'll do whatever
I
think this is perfect.
Yellow team right here, baby.
Yellow team,
Yellow team, let's go.
Yeah!
All right, the yellow team's up first. They're all in the positions and ready to start the race.
Ready, Tara?
I'm ready.
Cash, hand her the baton, start the clock.
Here we go, Tara. Get it. Good luck.
So she gonna saddle her horse.
Like she's got a pretty decent, gentle horse here. It's gonna take it. Uh-oh. Didn't quite get it tight enough for that first attempt. Uh-oh. Still having a little trouble getting on. Tara's saddle's not quite tight like she wants it.
Tara is having a hard time getting her horse saddled. You know, that worries me. She may not be qualified to, you know, be here and do these sorts of competitions.
She's mounted.
And she's gonna have to run down there and get those 2 gates. She's getting off to get the gates, Trey. She's not gonna try to get them on her horse.
Huh.
Lost the baton!
What's she hollering about?
I think she might have lost the baton, Trace. I think she's gonna have to come back and get it and find it if she lost it. This is really gonna slow them down on their end time, I would say.
Costly mistake. She had it in her back pocket.
Tara's back mounted and got the baton.
Uh-oh, now she lost her hat, but we can let that go.
Yeah. Oh, she's getting down through there now. Tara's about at the gates, getting them open.
Come on, buddy.
She's just gonna run the rest of the way.
Interesting.
I ain't never been able to outrun a horse, have you?
No, sir, Trace. I think I'd rather take my chances getting back mounted than having to run afoot. Ethan's in a hurry.
Let's go, big money, let's go. Make up for time, baby, come on.
You bet, man.
Now that Ethan's made it to the barn, he's got to throw 21 bales of hay up into the rafters as quickly as possible.
There you go, there you go. Woo! Yes, sir, go right and left. Get yourself some space. There you go, there you go, there you go. Come on, baby.
I need to make up time. If you're not winning, you're losing. And every day of this competition, you're gonna greet the day, you're gonna kiss the mirror and say, I'm here to win. So, here we go. Step up, ride the ride.
It's all right, it's all right. It's all right. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm gone, I'll see you in a bit. Get back where you need to be.
Track star.
I had to run the longest distance. I had to take a tire off, put it on a truck, take the new tire and put it back on. That was hard, but I knew I had to get the job done, and I knew I was going to.
Good job, Quattro!
Well, they lost some time on the very beginning, but I think Quattro made up a good bit, just how fast he is.
Quattro did a great job. I mean, that kid ran like a gazelle. He's barely breathing hard, muscles through it, goes to it, gets the job done, does a great job, hands me the baton. Now, stuff got real in a hurry.
It's Hadley's turn now, and he's got to mount his horse and rope a calf. Once he's roped the calf, Derek will need to carry it to the truck to complete the race.
Hadley missed his first loop.
Go back, baby, go back.
My loop right there might cost me the whole thing. You know, my one job was the rope, and that's usually what I'm pretty good at. I just missed. So hopefully I didn't let the team completely down. We'll just have to wait and see.
Hadley missed his first loop. Looks like he's gonna try another one here.
Get on him, Hadley, you got him!
Derek's getting to him quick.
Come on, Derek, come on.
Derek is getting to him quick. Gonna pick him up. The calf's as big as Derek, I think, Trace.
Yeah. You got it, you got it, you got it.
Oh. Man, I don't think Derek should have went and got the calf. I mean, he says he does that kind of stuff, but wasn't figured into the equation. That was a 250-pound calf. And Derek, he doesn't weigh 250 pounds.
Now he's getting him going. He's got a plan now. Derek's got a good plan, and he's headed towards the trailer. Now he's good. He's got his hand in that flank. Yeah, getting his feet off the ground, taking him in the flank.
Time. There it is.
Called time.
All right.
Get in there. No.
Good job.
I would say we could have done better, and my thoughts on us winning are gonna have to be dictated on the red team. Tara, she had the most mistakes, and they were kind of careless mistakes. She forgot to tighten her saddle up. Her saddle slid over. She dropped the baton, and I just feel like those were mistakes that you shouldn't have let get to you.
Coming up. I think he's getting winded.
I don't want to let my team down, and there's no time for me to make no mistakes.
The red team is up next. Everyone's at their positions and ready to race.
All right, Texas, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Cash, hand her the baton. Start the clock.
Good luck, Jay Storm.
Thank you.
Well, I'll tell you what. The mayor's working with him. That was smooth.
Took the on her way. Stepped off to get the gate pretty quick like.
Didn't have to go back and get the baton either. Look at there.
Knocked this out in no time.
Unless something drastic happens, they're on their way.
So now Cody has to hurl 21 bales of hay into the loft as fast as he can.
Yes, sir. 1. Yes, sir. Woo! Man can sure sling some hay.
We might all just call this thing right here.
Man, Cody stepped up to the plate and he hit a grand slam home run. I mean, he was like the Incredible Hulk in there. And man, every time he threw that thing, he was growling. But you could tell the cowboy come out in him today, and he had no quit. As soon as Cody hands me that baton, I throw it on my running shoes and I hit it like a cheetah.
Spare tire off the bed of the truck. Kind of like you said earlier, you could have saved those steps by bringing it with you.
I think he's getting winded. If he knew how far ahead he was, he'd just slow down, take his time.
Yes.
During the middle of changing that tire, and I'm gassed, and I get a little bit frustrated inside because I feel that lug nut don't want to bust loose. I don't want to let my team down, and there's no time for me to make no mistakes. I cannot quit. Everybody's depending on me.
I know Jared's getting flustered changing this tire. He's having a little bit of trouble. Things aren't going like as smoothly as they could. Just stay calm, get it done, don't get flustered. You know, we got this.
He's lost his place where he's supposed to be. That's good.
Uh-oh, has he lost the baton?
All right.
Come on.
Now Zane has to ride down and rope a calf so that Juan Carlos can carry him to the trailer and finish the race.
Missed him. Zane has missed his first loop.
Got him.
Zane got him then, right here at the trailer.
Right at the trailer.
Juan Carlos has no distance to carry him. Juan Carlos does not have to carry him far at all. He ought to be able to. Look at Juan. Nearly to the trailer. Wow. Wow.
That was good.
Good time by the red team.
That was good.
That's what I'm talking about.
That was a good time.
I couldn't ask my team to do any better than they did. I mean, the only person that I saw that had any trouble was Jared, but Cody carried this deal. There isn't a person here that can throw hay the way he did. I'm over 99% sure that we won this deal.
All right, Cash. Well, you know, let's start with the red team because I don't think there's much to say.
I don't know how the red team could have done it any smoother or any faster.
Now, on to the yellow team. You know, they coming out of the chute, they didn't. That was bad. Coming up.
Terra girl.
I don't ever want to be the weak link on a team challenge.
You're gonna be okay. We're not pissed off. You did a fantastic job.
2 of you going home. I question your allocation of manpower. Who did what?
I don't want anybody to go home, but
Yeah, that's what sucks about this.
yeah.
Somebody's got to go home. I really don't care about the money at all, to be honest with you. I think it'd be super cool to walk out of this whole deal saying I outdid all y'all because I have a lot of respect for everybody here.
Whew. Okay, 2 people are going home. I missed the loop. There's a real good chance it's me going home tonight, which is not necessarily something I'd hoped for, counted on, or planned on.
Terra girl, what is the deal, man?
You know, I was coming down on myself pretty hard. I feel like I have a lot to prove, not only to myself, but you know, I am a female cowboy. That's That's something, you know, people have problems with. I work with people that think I can't do my job just because of my gender. And I don't ever want to be the weak link on a team challenge.
First off, you did a fantastic job. I mean, that's hard. And you add the element of competition and time clock. The time clock works on your mind.
Winning's not everything. It's what you take from it. It's gaining knowledge. It's so much more about the experience, but being a woman in agriculture, you know, you always get told you can't do this, you can't do that.
Oh, yeah.
And I just want, you know,
everybody to see you as a peer,
I
as an
want
even
someone to see
person.
that.
I mean, honest to gosh, not just you, for the other 12 of us that got to compete in this, us getting to meet each other, it's crazy. We're all gonna stay friends for the rest of our lives. That's winning. That's your prize. You're gonna be okay. We're not pissed off. You did a fantastic job. If I could throw that hay a little bit harder, a little bit faster, we wouldn't even worried about this. It is just fine.
I think a lot of it was just pressure on myself. I don't ever want to let anybody down. I want to do good no matter what I do. You know, my dad said, if you're gonna do something, don't do it halfway. So for me, failure is not an option. I don't want to fail, and the extra pressure of letting down people I care about and then letting down myself was really kind of eating at me. Overall, right now, I'm just hoping that the other team didn't have a perfect clean run. It sounded like we all had struggles.
Tonight's elimination, so of course I'm a little nervous, but I do feel pretty confident in our performance today. Like, I think we did really good. I mean, I felt like we made it pretty hard to beat, but I mean, they could have beat us and we don't know.
So tonight, 2 people are going home. I do my best not to think about it, but it's in the back of everybody's mind. I'm nervous, I'm scared.
There are 10 Cowboys here. 2 of them are going home. And the judges, I'm taking their advice, but in the end, it's up to me.
It is pretty nerve-wracking because if somehow the yellow team did outdo us, I don't see how it would have happened, but 2 people out of my team is gonna have to go.
Well, good evening.
Good evening.
Tonight I want to hear from somebody, just whoever wants to speak for the yellow team. I want to hear what your strategy was. Was there any disagreement?
No, it seemed good. I think our sportsmanship and teamwork together, I think, was outstanding.
So you feel like you did pretty good?
Yes, sir. Then we might have had a few mistakes, but all in all, teamwork, I think we were on top.
Anybody want to speak for the red team?
I thought we had a perfect strategy for each individual. We had Mr. Immunity over here, and you obviously want to give the man that won the calf roping the other day, so.
I wasn't surprised
yes,
at that
sir.
choice.
We all knew that, you know what I'm saying? But I thought he done great.
Yeah, Zane, appreciate that, man. I mean, you got in there and you missed your first loop, but you know what? It's probably lucky that you did because you were a long ways from that trailer.
Yes, sir.
On that first loop.
Yeah.
But if you'd like to, you could just go sit on the fence and listen to the rest of this because you ain't got no need to be out here.
Hope we'll see you up there.
Yeah, great. I like the fit.
Just relax, you got the buckle.
All right. Right now, it feels great to be wearing this Immunity buckle. I really don't think there's any way they could have beat us. But from the sounds of it, the other team had a pretty good run too. So tensions are high for everybody here, except for me. And I'm not going home tonight.
All right, so we got 4 left out here on the red team. Cody, how do you think that y'all did?
I think as far as time goes, I feel like parts of the race had a lot to do with being smooth, having some confidence, and being sharp. And I feel like we handled those. So if they beat us, they dang sure deserved it.
Did you throw up in the barn? I wasn't in there.
After I got done.
That's what I heard. That's great. I love that.
I was kind of under that mentality, put out or pass out. Luckily, I just puked.
Man worked himself till he threw up. That's a hand. That's a hand. Matter of fact, it worked real well for the red team today. Y'all won, and it wasn't even that close. 15 minutes, 21 minutes. I mean, very close. So, join Zane up there, because you all earned it. That's really good. I was impressed. I really was.
I was blessed enough to be on the winning team, so I was able to step to the side and get out of the spotlight, and I was able to watch what went on tonight as they picked out who was going home.
All right, well, there's 5 of you left. 2 of you going home. This is up to me, and I don't enjoy this part, I gotta tell you. I just want to say, I believe the red team, I don't see how they could have selected any better who did what. That was the question that I had with you guys when I watched you going through this elimination task. I question your allocation of manpower. All right, well, there's 5 of you left. 2 of you going home. Question that I had with you guys when I watched you going through this elimination task, I question your allocation of manpower.
I feel like majority of our stations we were good. I probably would have swapped Tara with Derek, letting Derek be the one to be on the saddle. He's a lot smaller and more agile, and I think Tara can hold her own. I think she could have probably handled that calf a little better.
Not yet. Not yet. You got it, you got it, you got it.
I'd agree with that. You know, I could have done any of the places, but size is on my size. Sorry, Derek.
No.
Some of us are Iowa bred, corn fed. So, I mean, we could have used that to our advantage a little bit better. And then, you know, this is my biggest worry right now is I let my team down. I fumbled. I lost my baton. Lost the baton! It's not the result I wanted for sure. It's probably the last thing I ever wanted.
Good. We stood behind you, though. Keep your head up.
Hadley, how'd you feel about your part of it? You missed that first loop.
I did terrible.
Go back, let him go back.
I mean, I darn sure would have liked to have done better. That's what they wanted me to do was rope, and felt pretty bad about missing.
Well, so, Derek, that was,
I went in there trying to get him over my shoulders like a drop calf. And then when I did that, I gave it one try. I realized that wasn't gonna work. But when I started waddling him, I heard that and I was like, oh, okay, we're good.
Yeah, that cost you some time. Everybody agreed this is what we're gonna do, and that's the way it was.
We only really had one muscle power. I mean, obviously you can see this guy, he stands out over every one of us.
And I felt like I probably needed to be the one that threw the hay bales. That wasn't the most romantic cowboy scene of the day, but it was where I needed to be. And it seemed like a foolproof plan.
One thing I want to tell everybody on my team is I was glad that nobody dropped their chin and gave up. Everybody finished their task and they kept going, and we ended up with the job done.
Yeah, nobody quit. I saw that, and I appreciate it. But tonight I'm gonna have to say, Tara and Derek,
Yes.
you're done here. So gather your personals, hit the trail.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a good one.
Okay.
I'm not surprised. Derek's going home tonight. I think he doesn't have much of a past as being a cowboy.
It was a good effort. All right.
You did great.
Oh my God.
You're okay.
You did good.
Keep your chin up.
Poor Tara, she had a heck of a go around. But then, I mean, the next person, that's just, who are you gonna pick?
Tara went home tonight, and obviously she's been my roommate the whole time, so, you know, it's definitely getting harder. And I feel like the next one's gonna be even worse.
I didn't get what I came here for, but I think I'm taking home a lot more valuable lessons and a lot more valuable things. I have made some really fantastic friends here. They say never change the dream, just change the plan that takes you there. And, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing what the next step is for me.
I came here to win the herd. It didn't happen. Am I going home a little early? I sure think so. I didn't get stuck with the wrong job, even though it may have seemed that way. But you win some, you lose some.
Well, once again, I'm glad nobody got hurt. Good job. I was really proud of y'all today. We're now down to 8. It's gonna start getting real. Remember, you do have to keep working on that barn, tending those cows, okay? Tomorrow, another immunity buckle challenge. Okay? All right. Get some sleep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now we're down to 8 solid people. There's nothing negative I can say about any one of you guys. Y'all guys all have special traits. Y'all guys all stand out. But it's gonna get down to 6, 4, and 2. The best to the very best to the even better. You know, the best of the best. I mean, it's gonna be tough.
We get back out here to the barn, and Jared Lee comes up. He wants to go out to the campfire, wants to talk about things, and I'm wondering, what do we have to talk about?
Ethan, I just want to let you know, man, I apologize for what happened out there. And one thing I ain't meant was nothing against your daddy. After the other day when we had the big powwow and me and Ethan had it out, I'm gonna sit him down and have a talk. Because I didn't want it to come to that. And I'm sorry for what I said. I'm sorry for what I did. As important as my dad is to me today, and your dad is to you now and was to you then, the Lord, our Father in heaven, is that important to me every day.
And likewise.
And it breaks me, man, when I hear it.
I thank you, man. I felt like it was the heat of the moment, and I'm regretful for that. I fall short every day. Man,
We do, brother. All of us do.
I fall short, and it's I got a foul mouth. I got a good heart. I lost it. I flipped my lid. I lost my religion. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to everybody that's watching this. I kind of went crazy.
Whether you boss man at home, you can cowboy. You can rope, you can ride, dude. You got a good horse. You got my respect as being a hand. And you got my respect as being a man.
I done wrote him off the list. But now, I got a heart. Now he's my best friend. So, you want to bring me out here by this fire and set in the smoke? This means a lot, dude. And I see you as a whole different person now. And I appreciate that. For one, for our friendship.
Yes, sir.
And two, it just my appreciation, my love for you, man.
I speak to him. I see it in his eyes, I see it in his heart, I see it in his soul. Man was touched. I want to shake your hand and give you a hug, brother.
Yeah, buddy.
God bless you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I hope it's us in the end, brother.
Yes, sir.
Two people went home last night. There are 8 of us left. The competition's getting fierce. I hope today's challenge, I have the opportunity to show what I have capabilities of doing.
Good morning.
Morning.
Y'all good?
Yes, sir.
All right, and welcome to our next Immunity Buckle Challenge. If you've ever been to a rodeo, you've probably seen an event called Money the Hard Way.
Yeah.
Now, this is where they put a coin on a bull's head and some spectators take a chance of trying to get out there and get the coin off his head and win money or whatever. Instead of playing for money today, you'll be playing for immunity. Now, the winner of this challenge gets the immunity buckle and is safe from this week's elimination.
So they're gonna put a tag around this bull's horns, and whoever goes in there and gets it off and holds it up in the air is gonna be the winner of the immunity buckle. I'm a professional bull rider. I'm around this day in and day out. So I kind of felt like I had an edge on everyone here.
I like to call it immunity the hard way. This is our bull Mayhem, black one over here. So that's what we're gonna be doing today now. If you wanna opt out, you can. You wanna opt out, you opt out now.
No, I was not thinking about backing out. I definitely wasn't going to be the only one, and being the only girl, I definitely wasn't going to be the one to raise my hand and say I'm not going to do it.
Nobody? Okay. Grab your safety vest, line up in the middle of the arena. It's time for immunity the hard way.
Hey, can I have a pillow or a mattress? I'll go to him full speed. First guy to go in there and take the dare to grab that set of horns and get that tag is gonna be the winner. We gotta get within arm's reach to grab a hold of this thing. I'm nervous, but at the same time, my adrenaline's already going. I know what I gotta do. I'm gonna tell y'all right now that whoever takes a hooking is gonna win it. That's gonna be hands down.
I can tell you right now, I ain't taking the hooking, and if I do, I'm running the other way. I ain't getting it.
I'm gonna get down, stretched out, and ready. And when they crack the gate and let that bull out, I'm running to the fence, jumping over and sitting on the bleachers. I am not getting the tag today.
I'm gonna need to go and try to catch one of these and being able to get the tag out of him. I'm here to get that herd of cattle and figure out a way to win. And if I need to do this, I will do it.
Come on, guys, get it over here and take a knee. Jared Lee, you're the best one with the words, so you just hit us with what you know how.
Dear Heavenly Father, I just come to you today, Lord, and I just pray for safety upon each and every one of us here, God. We got a herd of cattle on the line that could really change mine and my family's cattle operation. And I'm nervous. My heart's about to beat through my chest because I'm going for the prize.
All right. Ultimate Cowboys, for the Montana Silversmith Immunity Buckle, I'd like you to meet Mayhem.
When you're 40 years old, it takes you a little longer to get up off the ground and go on. So, yeah, I probably have a little more to risk than anybody else in this challenge. I knew going into this deal, I'm going for immunity buckle, and I know what's on the line. I know the risk. I turned to him, and I had his head right here, and I was feeling for it. I couldn't get it, and it just kept getting higher and closer to me, and I couldn't get it. He just dumped me over the front.
Yeah! Woo! Cowboys! Get in there!
Hadley's out.
Get in there! Woo! Bull goes down the corner. Jared Lee goes straight to the bull. He's going right at him. Like, what's fixing to happen?
Jared Lee, oh, God.
Jared, you all right?
My leg! Woo! Cowboys! Get in there! Woo!
Jared Lee, oh, God.
Jared, you all right? Hey, hold on here, bro. Hey.
My leg!
Old man down over
I think he
here.
broke it.
I know that right now he's in a bad spot. He was hurting and he wasn't going anywhere.
All right, he's caught.
Hey, get that medic down there.
Hey, he snapped his whole freaking leg.
Jared Lee, man, you're a tough son of a gun, dude. You're the man. You look death in the eye, and you overcome it.
Oh, the pain. The pain. So bad, dude.
You feel for that guy. You feel for that guy. You gotta be there to comfort him and let him know that it'll be okay. Hey, what Kevin, we got something put under his head to hold his head up. Grab on his back. Here, lay under this bag.
Lift your head up here. Okay.
Y'all got it? You got it, Ethan?
I got you.
You got it good, Ethan?
I got
Okay.
you, bud. I got you.
Slide him back up when you're done. All right. Okay. Ready? I'll slide him down.
You're a tough son of a gun.
Jared sure tried. I mean, that took a lot of guts. But there's certain things that are beyond our capabilities and risk.
Hey, man.
I'm sorry.
Dude, it's all right, you know.
No, I'm sorry.
Dude, it's okay, man. It's all right, you know. It's all right, buddy. It's all right.
You know we're gonna be friends for
I
life.
know we're gonna be friends, man. I know we are. We are friends. You got all the respect in my eyes. And today you did more than any man would have done. There was 7 other people in that arena, and none of them stepped up like you did. Yeah, he was willing to risk it all for an opportunity to change his family's life. He's not a greedy man. Yeah, I could see that in his eyes.
I juked and like he juked the same way I juked. you know?
Anytime you're messing with a 1,750-pound bull, it's kind of like dancing. You want to kind of step around that bull and move with him. You don't want to move against him because it's just physics just aren't going to play on your side. And you know, Jared just locked down on him and just like a freight train running you over. That don't work.
He went in there with one game plan, and it was to take the hit and grab the tag.
Yeah, he went in there with that game plan. He said, I'm taking the hit, I'm gonna get the tag, gonna get some money for my kids.
It's gonna hurt, but it'll be worth it.
That's what he said.
Exactly what he said.
That's
He says, it's gonna hurt.
Being a cowboy or vaquero, it could be like really dangerous. You see it, and people don't understand sometimes how bad it could be.
He's just too gritty. He's like a catch dog or something. He's going to latch onto something, and it's not going to be pretty.
This is a competition, but in moments like these, we're all on the same team. Well, that was unfortunate. So, you know, the way it ended up, Jared broke his leg, so he's out. And I ain't gonna ask you to get back in there and try to win the buckle today. This is what happens. Real world, cowboy life, it's dangerous, you know? This ain't just a game, this is real world. It's real. So, anyway, we all pray for Jared, wish him the best.
You gonna say a prayer for him right now?
Lord, take care of Jared Lee, his family. Show your mercy on him, your grace, your blessings. In Jesus' name, amen. He's a tough cowboy. Tough cowboy, proved it.
I don't know about y'all guys, but when he asked if anybody was ready to opt out and nobody raised their hand, I was looking down to my right and to my left, and I said, well, I ain't gonna do it either.
And you poor Jared Lee wasn't gonna back down.
And you're right, and you know, that's one of the things Trace said. You know, I want someone to win the immunity buckle, but at the same time, the number one thing is for nobody to get hurt. I feel like, you know, Jared, he considered himself a bull himself, and he walked right into them. I mean, he knew what he was doing and thinking he was gonna just take him head on and get it. And you know what? I mean, if he'd have had his hands on it, he may have had it, but it was unfortunate and it escalated quickly.
I mean, shoot, we all want to win, but limitations are important. There's some things, if you don't have any formal training in, you just stay the heck away from. It's not gonna work out for you.
Every one of us at this table, on a daily basis, we have things happen just like that. We could die at any moment of any day. That was just another day in the park.
You and Jared Lee had tension since day one, since y'all been here. For you to step in the arena and to help a man that wanted to whoop your butt at one time, you got a good heart inside of you, I think.
I watched a group of guys from all different places not only come together, but put themselves in harm's way. It was an opportunity to be everybody's best self.
Jared and Ethan have kind of had their differences. They've kind of, you know, came together, and Ethan was right there for him, and he was right by his side. You never know who's going to be your friend and who your enemy is, and it's pretty cool that somebody started out an enemy was the guy that came to comfort you.
Evening, y'all.
Hey, sir.
I just got word he's doing all right. He's in the hospital, so they're getting him all taken care of. You know, that Jared's hat.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah, I told him I felt like we should keep it hung up and as if he was still here.
I think we need to put that in a special place.
You should hang it somewhere high.
Like he's still riding tall in a saddle.
Exactly. You know, that's one of the most important things to me. In our line of work, all being cowboys, you know, no matter what happened, you got to get back up and try again. If you want to come help me, we'll go start back on the barn, get our minds off of it a little bit.
Sure.
Sounds like a good idea.
We need to get distracted from all this.
Yeah.
Well, we will. Let's put it up somewhere and we'll go join you on that barn.
Thank y'all.
Yes, sir. Still riding high in the saddle. Hold on, do we need to put the other piece in to overlap it?
Absolutely.
You know, since day one, the boss told us we had a barn that we needed to get done by the end of this competition. Zane, I'd have to brag on him a little bit. The man's handy. He's been over there at the barn. He knows more than just pulling nails out. I'd have to give him the benefit of the doubt on the barn.
Hey, y'all make sure we set this up, we get the ends lined up.
After what happened to Jared, helped a little bit on that barn, seems to keep my mind off of what happened today. So I'm extremely excited to see what the next challenge will be and get it done.
I think we got a lot done, you know? Thank y'all.
Coming up on the Ultimate Cowboy Showdown.
It's how you break them to ride right here, cowboy.
So your challenge is head and heel those 2 steers.
Watch the fence, back off of it.
And all he did was make this day go a lot longer.
And later, Jay Storm, who do you think ought to go home tonight? Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How's everybody feeling after yesterday?
Great.
Fantastic.
Good.
Everybody good?
Yes, sir.
You good?
Yes, sir.
I'll give you an update. Jared did break 2 bones in his leg. He's gonna need about 2 months to be back on his feet. So, he's obviously out of the competition. We wish him the best, but we ain't gonna dwell on it. We got work to do. Time for your next Cattleman's Challenge. Since you're an odd number, you'll be competing as one team today. Somewhere out here, fence is down, all right? We got 2 steers that have come out here and they're mixed in with our herd. So your challenge is head and heel those 2 steers, get them in the trailer, fix the fence. Thing is, I'm not gonna give you all day to do it. I'm gonna give you 45 minutes. So it's up to you to decide what order you're gonna do it in and who's gonna do what. That's all up to you, okay? Somebody's gonna have the head, somebody's gonna have the heel. There's gonna be 4 people roping, all right? And to help me judge this challenge today, brought an expert in from Texas. His name's Colby Hunt. He's the manager of the Bond Ranch, which is one of the biggest in Texas, which means it's about the size of a county, all right? Good cowboy. All right, there's 7 of you left. I still have the immunity buckle. Somebody's going home tonight.
There's pressure on all of us because we had an opportunity to win an immunity buckle yesterday. Nobody got the buckle. So today, anybody can go.
Get in the saddle.
Before we jump into conclusions and butt heads, who wants to rope like they just feel like they have to be out there roping?
Do we all want to go build the fence and then work the cows together?
We gotta fix the fence first, because what if we take these 2 down through there and the fence ain't
That's
built?
okay. So if we all build the fence and we all work the cows, if we're all down there and one guy goes in to sort them, he's got help if he needs it.
So I think it's silly to say, hey, you're gonna head this one, you're gonna heel this one. If you go in there, if you miss, don't jack around building your loop. Next person, get in there and rope them. I don't think the planning and trying to make people say, hey, you're gonna head, you're gonna heel, you're gonna, do this helps. When the job comes to you, you should be ready to handle the job. And I think everybody here is qualified to do every job here.
Let's go get one task done together.
I don't care if we fix the fence first or we all go rope, but I feel like we can do it however we want.
They got a lot of chief and not many Indians, looks like.
We've got to go ride and find the hole. This isn't something that we already know where it's at, so.
I can tell you, we have plenty of leaders here. I prefer to stay quiet. I like to think more first and let her talk about it. And I know it's people that it's more confident about this, and I respect that.
So maybe, 1 or 2 guys can go get tools.
Tick-tock, burning daylight.
All right.
Have some fun.
I'll head this way and look for the hole. Somebody wants to head down that fence.
Okay.
The first thing these cowboys need to do is find that hole in the fence. So they're all branching out to search the whole area.
Cowboys! I got her down over here, guys.
Quattro. He's needing some fencing material.
Yeah, we're having a runaway, boys. It's how you break them to ride right here, cowboy.
You always know where Ethan's at.
So now that they found the hole in the fence, it's time to fix it.
We got a tapping bar or no? Did y'all see a tapping bar up there?
Uh-uh.
I think it was right there. Actually, there's where it's broke off at.
Yeah, looks right. Say 3 foot.
Broke off at the ground. I'd say that's about right.
Yeah, hit it one more time.
You need a post pounder? If there's one in the truck, I can go grab that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
We're gonna go grab some post pounder.
Their truck have all their supplies on it. It don't make much sense to try to carry all that stuff horseback whenever you got that pickup up there with all the fencing material on it and supplies. Yeah, it looks like taking more time hobbling their horse. Heck, there's plenty of green grass to keep them still, I think.
Somebody get in the pickup and bring the pickup down here. We won't got to pack this stuff, we got a pickup.
Maybe they'd like to just warm their horse up by carrying all their fencing supplies.
How many wood posts do you need?
One. Load your horse and bring everything. Yeah. Jump in the pickup.
If that would be good.
There you go. Somebody finally said get in the pickup.
Tried it back and forth 3 times. Did not help us out much because that took a lot of time.
So, had I used my brains to begin with, that would have helped out a lot.
You bet.
All right.
How many cowboys does it take to hold a fence post?
All right, does that feel tight to you guys? Does that feel good?
Yeah, that's dope.
Yes. I mean, that's a pretty good fence building.
All right, we're ready.
All right, well, they think they're done here. Now that the fence has been fixed, they have to track down the 2 steers that are mixed in their herd.
I bet those steers are tagged funny with funny ear tags.
Y'all look around for a steer, kind of try to help him out.
Looks like they're gonna send Jay Storm in there to ease through them and see if she can locate the 2 steers.
Let's give her some room, guys. Let's hold the ground right here. Right there in the middle, guys. Y'all see that big old steer? Let her get them sorted out. Go with it, Cody. Go.
Ethan, you want to cut another one?
Yep.
Y'all hold these others up.
Jay Storm has a loop up. She throws it.
Keep riding it out, Jay.
It's almost on.
Get him down. Get him roped, Cody.
Nope, slips off. That's a miss.
Watch the fence. Watch the fence. Back off of him. Let's go back out to the center. Go back. Back off. Let's back off.
Right back to the fence that they've already come through.
Coming up on the Ultimate Cowboy Showdown. They didn't know he's gonna be brush popping today.
It sucks.
I see Zane just crawled his way out of the jungle.
Anytime there's a job to be done and somebody's sitting on the sidelines, it's frustrating.
Let's go back out to the center. Go back. Back off. Let's back off.
Right back to the fence that they've already come through.
Cow going over the fence, I feel like, was a mutual problem between Cody and Jay Storm. I don't know what Cody was doing. He might not have any plan in it. Doesn't matter if it's a 2-strand barbed wire fence or a 5-strand fence. When you don't give them another way out, they go the direction they feel like they can get away.
Looks like Ethan has another one sorted out down here. Here goes Ethan. Comes Quattro. He's got it on his steer.
Yeah, boy!
They've got him. Someone better go get the truck.
Pop, we got him right there. I'm gonna tell you, job well done on our side.
There you go. Direct him back, direct him back. Ride all the way up to the cab. Juan Carlos, grab his rope and throw it over the trailer. Help him throw it over the trailer, Juan, right there. There you go, bud. Ethan, you let me know when you're ready, I'll let him up.
Put it on the butterflies, pull it out from the butterflies.
Right there, the
Pull
trailer
it out
gate.
on the
Right there,
hinge.
Bubba.
You get it?
Right there, right there. There you go. Pull your slack, Ethan, you're good.
All right.
All right, get ready, Ethan, here he comes. Close your gates, get ready. Tail him up, tail him up.
Ethan's got him loaded.
So it looks like Jay Storm and Cody trying to round that steer up, flush him out of the thicket down there.
The other 2 that went across the hill, you know, man, they come back empty-handed. And I'm thinking, somebody's getting kicked off.
They still hadn't found that gate. Here comes a horse without a rider.
You all right, Cody?
Yeah, just,
Hey, where did y'all lose him at?
right here.
Cody came up there to save the day, and all he did was make this day go a lot longer.
Where I come from, there's plenty of brush where I'm at, so I went straight in there like a cur dog in there, looking around for anything as tracks, fresh poop, anything I could find to get myself laid up to this cow. Can't really ride in here with your horses. We gotta keep moving though, because we ain't gonna have much time.
They didn't know he's gonna be brush popping today.
Talk to me, Zane.
I'm right here. He's somewhere between here and the fence.
Okay, so y'all don't have eyes on him?
No.
Oh. It's all right. You're all right. You're all right. You're all right.
If somebody asks you something in Spanish, ¿qué quieres comer? Do you understand?
No sabe español, mi amigo.
I'm still not sure what Hadley and Juan are doing. They're just standing out here in the open.
¿Qué quieres comer? What do you want for dinner?
What do I want for dinner?
Yeah.
I know probably a steer would be nice.
That would be great.
Well, they messing with those heifers, though. Once them heifers, they'd leave them heifers alone.
Just leave them alone.
Yeah. Go help their teammates down here find
Yes.
steer.
Just leave them be.
They'd just let them heifers be. They'd just stand there.
Le quitó la rienda y se fue a puro pelo. Cruzó como rayo tierras nayaritas entre lo verde y lo azul del cielo.
He's right there. I can hear him.
Right here? Where? To your left?
No, he's right in front of me. He's right up in the middle there.
Which way is he
You hear him?
going, Jay? Do I need to go right or left?
Straight, probably.
Well, Kobe, I ain't gonna sit out here all day. Unless that steer comes out of the woods and jumps in that trailer. They got 5 minutes, but they're not gonna get it done. So I'm done out here. They failed. This was a failure on their part.
There ain't no sense in waiting on them, don't
I
look
ain't
like.
gonna wait. I'm going to get a cup of coffee. They're done.
Anybody got anything? Y'all got anything?
No. Dang, this sucks. I'm pretty disappointed that we didn't get the job done, and I am pretty nervous about what's going to happen at elimination tonight. You know, I missed roping, so it's hard not to blame myself a little bit. If I'd caught it, you know, it probably wouldn't have gone out. Sucks that I missed.
It's all right.
Hey!
I see Juan Carlos and Hadley sitting on the rear ends out here. Hadley's never worked cattle in the brush, obviously, because he never stepped off his horse and got in there and tried to communicate with anybody to figure out where the steer might have gone. You know, you might can get by with sitting on your butt where he's from on your horse, not accomplishing anything, but where I'm from, you better keep moving and keep your hands out of your pockets.
Did you almost have him, Jay Storm?
Yeah.
Yeah?
At least I didn't make you look bad.
I see Zane just crawled his way out of the jungle. Should we go see how it turned out for him? Because I don't think it went well.
Where's the cat, fat cowboy?
Is he in the trees?
We haven't seen him for the last hour, I don't think.
Did you fall in the creek? You look like you fell in the creek.
No.
Did you swim?
No, I just got hot. Anytime there's a job to be done and somebody's sitting on the sidelines taking it easy and, you know, shooting the bull, it's frustrating. You know, when you got hired to do the same job as someone else and you're in there, you know, busting your butt to get it done, you know, you look over and somebody else sitting on a tailgate and, you know, drinking a water, you wonder if they're making the same money you are.
Well, you look at his shirt, man.
Dude, I'm...
There's some water over
for
it.
now.
Is that sweat?
I feel disappointed in this challenge. I think things could have went differently. We had plenty of people to get the job done, but things happen. You know, when the whole team fails this greatly, he may be sending more than one home today. You know, you don't know. He moved over to get in behind and get a shot and said Hadley didn't, you know, come up there to haze for him.
We screwed up.
Everybody's kind of in a weird spot right now because we know that things didn't go the way they were planned today, and we know at least one person's leaving, and everybody wants to take this herd of cattle home.
Somebody takes home that herd for themselves, it's gonna mean something, because right now we're all taking care of them, you know, like they're ours, but at the end of the day, someone's gonna go home with a heck of a second.
A good extra herd with you that are fat, they're ready to breed. I mean, it's a really good kickstart.
If you win Juan Carlos, you'll have the finest herd in Southern California.
I hope I do. I mean, like right now with all the droughts and all that, I mean, I want to stay in the ranch. My family have, like, because we've been there for 5 generations. I don't want to let it go. So it's been really hard the last few years because 32 years of drought, no a single drop of water. My uncle, that is the owner, he's been decided about selling it. So I'm trying to find a way to actually buy it from him and keep it.
My thing I'd be thinking about is getting him from Alabama to California.
I will ride him.
I will ride him. You'll do it old school. You'll drive him to California.
Well, it's taking me like a year or so, but
There's a pretty long pasture on I-10 right down the side of the road.
You'd be called Highwayman Cattle Company.
Nobody wants to go home. We'd all like a shot to end up with a herd of cattle all our own. But everybody's stressed out. Nobody has immunity.
I think we're all fired.
I was disappointed. I mean, back at home when I go get called to do a catch job like that and don't get it done, even if I caught one and didn't catch the other, the job's not done. I don't get paid for it, you know? And one thing I can't stand is if a horse or a cow gets the best of me. So it got the best of me today, and I feel like we didn't get it done.
Every day, there's nothing that separates us except for if we mess up on a challenge.
Yes, sir. Yep. Yes, sir.
I mean, simply, if we mess up on a challenge, that's the only thing that he's got to go off of.
I feel like if we go off of this event, he's going to target the guy and the girl that pushed the cattle, Jay Storm and Cody. You know, he's going to say, you know, y'all don't think y'all could have prevented that cow from going over the fence?
I kind of feel like I'm definitely on the chopping line, and if Trace drops the hammer the wrong way, I could be the one going home. So I went ahead and packed up all my shirts and my clothes and got everything in my truck so I can zip back up to Tennessee if he doesn't decide to keep me around.
What's up? You room getting a little too full, I guess?
So I think they're gonna send me home after today.
Watch the fence, back off of him. Let's go back out to the center. Go back off. Let's back off.
You know, I just don't think they are. You know, some stuff happened today, and sometimes things just happen. But I mean, we covered a lot of ground in that brush, and there was a lot of people I didn't see in there.
I don't know. Just kind of got a sixth sense, and
I hope you're wrong, because I sure don't want to see you go. And you know, us as a whole would be sure weaker for not having you. Cody's packing up his stuff. He thinks he's gone. And, you know, I went in and I was talking to him while he's packing his stuff, and I was like, dude, you know, you've carried us in a lot of these competitions. I don't think one little deal that you happen to be in the mix of going wrong is gonna get you cut off this deal. You may give somebody a cussing, but you don't fire them if they're a good hand over one little incident that they got in there and tried to make right. Look at this deal like a job interview, and they want to have the best man at the end of this. You're one of the best guys here, and there's some people that need to go home before you do.
well, let's go eat one last dinner and see how it plays out, I guess.
Let's just go eat another dinner and see how it plays out.
All right.
I never did want to whip his ass until he said something.
Boy, wow, bullfighter.
What's up, cowboys? Cowgirl.
Hey, man.
A nice feeling.
Hey, brother.
I've been doing nothing
What's
but
up,
praying,
man?
man.
I'm glad to see you walking, buddy.
Seeing you is making me feel a lot better, man. That's
I've been
bringing
wanting
me
to see
back.
y'all all day.
Yeah.
Tell you, y'all, I know it's been a short time. Everybody grew kind of like family. You know?
Oh, dude. Seeing Jarrett, I mean, it warmed my heart. He's made of iron, man. He's solid steel. Yeah, we hung your head up. Yeah, we hung your head up.
Thank y'all very
We
much,
said old
man.
Jared Lee is still here with us.
Thank y'all. Every one of y'all means something to me and always will for the rest of my life. Y'all ready? What are we gonna do this afternoon? I got one more evening with y'all.
I'll bet we could have a pretty good afternoon dinner, couldn't we?
On a bright note, Jared came back. We're gonna have a final supper with him and then send him off.
When they ask what happened, I'm gonna tell them I had the best week of my entire life.
You bet.
With some of the best guys and gals that I ever met.
Absolutely, man. Jared, dude, I'm telling you what, you told us whenever you come into the competition yesterday, you said, I'm taking the bull on. I'm going to meet him in the face. I'm going to take that tag for my family, for my kids, to better our lives. You stepped up.
You got a lot more grit than I do, I tell you that much.
Well, you're pretty weak-hearted, man.
Oh, yeah?
This is gonna be my last dinner tonight with the crew. I'm so thankful that I was able to say goodbye to each and everybody. I'm a strong man, good competitor, I'm a cowboy, but it's time for me to go be a father. Jared Lee signing out.
Here we go. Cheers to Jared Lee.
Cheers. Hey, here you go, boys.
Coming up, the challenge didn't get done in the allotted amount of time. One of you going home.
There's no reason why it would take 7 of us to go rope a steer. That's something one guy can do.
Stupidity is what that boiled down to.
I'm curious to see about this elimination round. I know the boss is going to be mad. We didn't get the job done. There was a couple mistakes by quite a few guys, so it's going to be interesting and very intense.
Tonight's another elimination, and one of us is going home. And I kind of feel like I'm on the chopping block right now. I had a chance to step up today, and I took my shot, but it didn't work out in my favor.
There's 7 cowboys here, and one of them will be sent home. I'm taking into account what the judge, Colby Hunt, says, but in the end, it's up to me.
It's tense. I don't really know who would go home. I mean, it would be hard to pick that out, and it is kind of nerve-wracking right now.
How are y'all?
Good, how are you?
Good. I'm all right. Well, there's 7 of you left. One of you going home. At this point, I really don't know who's going home tonight. I don't know. Let's start with very get-go. I kind of questioned, you know, why everybody was hauling stuff on horseback when you could have drove truck down there.
It don't make much sense to try to carry all that stuff horseback whenever you got that pickup up there with all the fencing material on it and supplies.
Somebody get in the pickup and bring the pickup down here.
Stupidity is what that boiled down to.
Oh, you didn't know you could do that?
Yes, sir.
I wasn't. But Zane says do it anyway, and if it works, it works. And so we
Made a mistake on that. All right. So then you got the fence fixed. Then we go back up on the hill, and Jay Storm gets in there, and then you took a run at him and missed you first. And then who took over then?
Yes, sir. Unfortunately, her rope didn't go on, and I took my shot on a bad angle. Didn't work out for me, and you know, I was running wide open, so I was just trying to get my horse checked up.
Everybody else think that's the way it went down?
I mean, I feel like with 2 people on it, it could have been hazed a lot further into the opening rather than ducking off hard to the right and going straight into a fence.
Jay Storm, you were there. You had a good view of all this. How'd you see it go down?
I mean, I'll be honest, after I threw my rope, I was kind of recoiling and paying attention to getting my stuff back together in case I had to rope again. I didn't really pay attention to what was going on or what they were doing.
I think what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna ask you, Jay Storm, who do you think ought to go home tonight?
I don't know. Like I said, I really didn't pay attention after I missed to who messed up.
Come on now.
I don't know.
Come on now. You gotta tell me.
I mean, I don't think I saw it good enough to be able to pick somebody to go home.
You just ain't going to.
I'm not gonna, like I said, if I'd seen it good enough and I felt like there was somebody 100% to blame, I would, but I didn't see it good enough to blame somebody.
Well, let's just say there ain't nobody 100% to blame. There ain't nobody 100% to blame because the challenge didn't get done in the allotted amount of time. But you ain't got no opinion.
I don't.
Okay.
This is me saying this from my standpoint. Every one of us here in this lineup, we call ourselves a cowboy. And if 2 of us can't go rope a steer and load him in a trailer, we just need to leave right now.
I agree with him.
So there's no reason why it would take 7 of us to go rope a steer. That's something one guy can do.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, Colby Hunt took a hard line, and he told me that I ought to send Cody back to Tennessee. I'm gonna tell you, Colby Hunt took a hard line, and he told me that I ought to send Cody back to Tennessee.
Cody come in there to save the day, but he wasn't thinking about that fence. He ran in there a little too hot, missed his loop, and never pulled up, and the steer went across the fence, and now it looks like he's in some kind of jungle.
But I'm gonna take into consideration the last few days, and also today. And there just ain't no easy way for me to do this. But Juan, you're done here.
I did not see that coming.
Even though you didn't do anything wrong, the point is you just didn't do much at all.
Okay, sir.
You can't play it safe and expect to win this kind of competition. I'd rather see a cowboy take a risk, even if it didn't turn out quite right, because I'm looking for men of action.
So, we appreciate you.
Thank you.
It's trail.
Thank you, sir. No problem. I came here to save my family ranch. It don't happen the way I wanted. It's just, I mean, it just surprised me a little that the way it was judged this night, but I'm sure what it's all about, that I don't take the chance to rope. I go back knowing that I don't make the mistake, so part of the game, it's just a game. I have my favorite now, so I hope Jay Storm just beat all of them.
All right, that was hard for me to do. Cody, you dodged a bullet tonight. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll see you tomorrow.